Alright, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Spanko and I'm here with my boy Tony. You've probably seen his Vendred extra link on my channel, and then you saw the little mishap with Sam's channel. Do you want to apologize since you haven't technically done that on camera yet?
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Like, I honestly sometimes I'm rushing and I misread cards.
Listen,
but I'm really trying hard.
Shit happens, and I guarantee everyone watching this has cheated before, so they have no right to judge. But what are you playing today? And you went technically, okay, so he went X-0, but he gave his wins to everyone just because he was testing today, right?
Yeah.
So, but what were you playing, and then how did you feel about it?
I was playing PK Danger. It actually worked out really well, especially with the new support. The deck is very good at pushing back.
Yeah.
I tested against a plethora of almost everything in the meta, and it does have a very good holding potential, and it really pushes back after a while.
And theoretically, like technically, you went XO. Technically. But yeah, you want to just get into the profile?
Sure.
Alright.
As with all PK decks, you have the 3 Phantom Knights of Ancient Cloak.
Yep.
The 3 Phantom Knights of Ragged Gloves, and the 3 Phantom Knights of Silent Boots.
Yep.
So, for those who don't know what these do, all of them have different effects. Phantom Knights of Silent Boots lets you special summon itself while you control another Phantom Knight monster.
Yep.
Cloak lets you pump up the attack, and Gloves, when he's used as X-0 material, the X-0 monster gains 1,000 attack.
Yep.
In the graveyard, they also have unique effects. You can banish each of them to do certain things. This one can be banished to search a Phantom Knight monster. This one can be used to search a Phantom Knight spell or trap.
Yep.
And this one can be used to dump any Phantom Knight cards from your deck to the graveyard.
Okay.
You'll be essentially cycling and using these over and over again to consistently build your advantage.
Yep. Okay.
Next up, we have something I didn't like, a miniature BA engine. I really didn't like this. The only purpose this existed for was for me to be able to get into tour guide.
Yep.
And if they were discarded off the BAs, but I really thought that they were pretty lackluster.
Okay.
I never made Dante.
What would you change them for, though?
I mean, honestly, any dark special summon engine would work.
Okay.
This was just the extender for me to continuously make more plays.
Yeah, and the level 3s, I remember you said earlier, level 3s is really important in this deck.
Yes, level 3 is a big number in this deck just because of you're constantly going into either Break Sword or actually it's just pretty much Break Sword. You're making Break Sword a lot, and if you don't have the level 3 number in it, you end up having awkward scenarios.
Yeah.
As much as you can turn the darks into link monsters, it's not as optimal as just clearing your board slowly with the X-0 monsters.
Alright, go.
Alright, next up we have 3 Danger Chupacabra,
Sure.
3 Danger Tsuchinoko, the new one.
Yep.
And these are your level 3 special summons. These are always going to be guaranteed special summons.
What did you think of Chupacabra today?
I really like this card. I mean, the fact that I can guarantee no matter what happens to this card, a special summon is great. What's important is that I needed this because this is necessary because of this.
Yeah.
Back then, if I just actually discarded Jackalope, I had to summon a level 7 or level 8 because I couldn't summon itself. That meant I didn't have a way to make Break Sword. Now, even if I discard this, I can summon Tsuchinoko. If I summon Tsuchinoko is discarded, I still get that.
Yeah.
If they miss it, I draw, I go +1. Even regardless, I'm going to get the level 3s on the board that way. Following from that, you play the 3 Danger Nessie. This one will search.
Oh my god.
This will search you into all these guys.
Yep. So just 3 Nessie, any Bigfoot?
You're playing 1 Bigfoot and 1 Thunderbird.
Okay. What did you think of these today? Because I know this is kind of like a card that people think like, oh, it could be okay, whatever. What do you think of this?
And honestly, this never came up. This is more of a beat than anything.
Okay.
This became relevant sometimes when my opponent made a Dark Law. Okay. And I could use this to discard. I could use this and forcefully have it get discarded to pop the Dark Law. See, the way that the Dangers work is that even though they say if they're discarded, they don't care where they go. You can just discard Tsuchinoko, and if it gets banished, it's special on Tsuchinoko. If you discard Bigfoot, regardless of Dark on the field, it's going to pop a card. Yep. So you're always going to get those effects on. This is here in case I ended up I thought it was in case I ended up playing like an Altergeist player or like a back row player. I could pop it, but it never came up. I just never found a reason to have it. But in the worst case scenario, they become really big beaters on top of other monsters to put pressure.
Yep.
Next up, we play 3 Ash. Now, this is weird for a lot of people. Like, you're playing Dangers, you're playing this. They're not always going to hit it. And then, honestly, if you're not playing hand traps this format, there's no way you're going to sustain. So I had to play it. It's more of a necessity, not because I liked it.
And you could easily say it's the best hand trap, right?
It's also level 3, which there have been weird scenarios where I actually use this as a normal summon to make a Break Sword.
That's awkward, but I guess it works.
It works in very rare scenarios. It happened. Next up, this is the only Phantom Knight spell you're playing. You're playing 2 Phantom Knights of Rank Up Magic Launch. This card's actually really cool. In addition to the fact that it lets you turn any of your Dark Xyz monsters with no materials into another Dark Xyz monster of a rank higher, and then it allows you to attach it as a material. So essentially that means you could turn a Break Sword into something like a Rhapsody Berserk or a Dark Rebellion. You can also then turn a rank 4 like Dark Rebellion into something like Requiem Xyz. And these are very powerful, especially for the fact that you can now have multiple ways of searching into them. You can have multiple lockdowns on your opponent's turn. It's also a very neat way to trigger the Link monster, which I'll get to later. Then the obvious obligatory 3 allures, because everything is dark.
Everything is dark,
and the Rhoda for the search. And finally, the traps. The thing that makes this deck sustain. 3 Fog Blade.
Yeah.
Still amazing. I don't think, no matter where it goes, this card is a Fiendish Chain and more. 3 Phantom Knights of Wings. This card is probably the only other Phantom Knight spell trap I play.
Yep.
For multiple reasons. One, if you flip it up, you can target any monster. It doesn't have to be your Phantom Knights, any monster. It gains permanently 500 attack. Then, for that turn, if it will be destroyed by battle card effect once, it won't be.
Yep.
It's better. I play this over the other one, the Phantom Knight Sword card, because this card allows me to flip it up whenever. I could flip it up and it doesn't stay on the field.
Yeah.
So against Mech Knight players, this doesn't stay. If they try to pop it, I can flip it. I still get the battle protection for when it becomes necessary.
Yeah.
And that's your trap. And then finally, the Phantom Knights Shade Brigade. You use it because that way, no matter which one of these you open turn 1, you always have a way to get the dark on the field.
Okay.
For the extra deck, you have the X-0 because sometimes you overlay. You have the Dante because sometimes you overlay. The MVP of this entire game, Break Sword. Not only does this a Scrap Dragon.
You really like this card, right?
Yeah, you can turn this. You turn this into rank 4s and then rank 5s immediately. You bring it back and you reattach materials to it. It ruins this.
Yep.
1 Rhapsody and Berserk, you rank it up from this, or you can actually overlay directly into this. It banishes 2 cards, so it messes over graveyard strategies. One of these Supreme Kings, this is the only way to summon this is through the rank up method. But it is it like pretty much gets over rank. 2 Dark Rebellion. You want to have cards that get detached too, so you play the Dark Rebellion for that reason. And damage is big. 1 Dark Requiem, which you can rank up from the Dark Rebellion. This card is a monster. The fact it has a monster negation effect that summons it exceeds from the graveyard, but it's not once per turn. So when you summon it, you'll have 2 materials. That means 2 monster negates for that entire turn. And then this card, Azathoth. So this is one of the reasons I think I really like this deck. Azathoth is a rank 5 Xyz that after this card is Xyz summoned, as part of a condition, your opponent can no longer activate monster effects. Okay. So what you do is, given the fact that your rank up magic is a quick play, you could rank up a rank 4 like this or this into Azathoth on your opponent's turn, and then completely shut them out of monster effects for the entire turn.
That's really good. That's really good against Goki.
Oh, it really means a lot. It's also great against Sky Striker for the fact that it means they can't float if you swing float into this. Play the 1 Undercock Tick because it's the dark one. You play the 1 Wee Witch because you can make it. And then this card is...
That's a new Phantom Knight card.
This is the new Phantom Knight card. Okay, so this card is this is everything you needed. 2 effects. First effect, it lets you dump 1 Phantom Knight from your deck to the graveyard to set any Phantom Knight spell or trap card to your spell and trap zone. In addition to that, you also have a secondary effect where if a Dark Xyz monster is special summoned to a zone this card points to, you can target 1 card your opponent controls, actually any card on the field, and pop it. And this is really cool because that means it doesn't have to be an Xyz summon, it can be any summon. So you can bring back cards with Fog Blade, like this, and get a pop on your opponent's turn. You can rank up any of your monsters and get a pop. So if this is, let's say you have this and this on the board, and you rank it up into this, you're gonna pop a card, and any monster effect that would be triggered by popping that monster doesn't trigger. So there's
that's a neat play.
Instant removal, and because it's a Phantom Knight card, you can even bring it back with the trap cards. So that is pretty much everything.
Side deck, I guess, is just personal preference.
And honestly, I didn't even side. I did not side this entire
The main deck is really good, you think?
Yeah, the main deck, and honestly, I think if I would side like sort of evenly matches, twin twisters, all the
generic, like generic stuff.
Yeah, but otherwise, I think, and honestly, if I'm not going to YCS Niagara. Sadly, I don't want to drive all the way there. Yeah. But if I was, I think this would be what I'd be taking.
Yeah. Right. So you're confident with this deck?
I am very confident with this deck. I've tested it against Gokis, I tested it against Stu Draco, tested against Sky Strikers. So far, it has an amazing match just because of the constant recovery it has.
Beauty. All right. Well, thank you for the deck profile. If you guys liked the video, like and subscribe to the channel, or subscribe to the channel. There we go. And with that, SPANK signing out. Peace.